Hello, and welcome back. I am Jason Hardin, and I am excited to be here. Part of creating successful bosses and helping replicate my success and everything I do is teaching people about branding. Um, Branding is a big part of entrepreneurship. Branding is a big part of business ownership. Branding is a big part of anything you really do regarding business. And even when you're not in business, we all have a personal brand. What someone thinks of you when you're not in the room is your brand. You know what I'm saying? What you think of Nike when you don't even own Nikes, that's their brand. When you think of Nike, when you see the swoosh, that's your brand. Whatever you think of McDonald's, when you see the M, or even if you don't see the M, man, whenever you think of McDonald's, that's their brand. When the police jump behind you and they don't even turn on their lights, and that anxiety you have, if you get that anxiety, those you know what I'm talking about, if you get that anxiety, that's their brand. You know what I'm saying? That is their brand. And basically everything and everyone and every business and every product has a brand. It's all about whether it's a good brand or bad brand. You know, we all have a brand. We all have a business. All of us have earning potential, so we all have a business, so to speak, because we all earn money. We all have to take care of our living expenses and whatnot. So we're all a business, meaning we all have brands as well. Even if you don't have a business, even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're just an employee, man, you have a brand as an employee. You have a brand as a person. You have an identity, and that's basically what a brand is, an identity. And for this episode, I didn't want to take up too much time, but I wanted to break down branding for all my new entrepreneurs out there, all my experienced entrepreneurs out there, just so they can see it in a different light. If you already know what branding is, or if you're being introduced to it for the first time, I want you to get an idea of pretty much the science behind branding, so you basically don't miss any steps when you performing brand management on your business. You know, because some of us, we think we know branding, and we'll do some things like we'll throw out a couple commercials, we'll do some marketing, and we think that's branding, and really we're missing huge components if we don't understand what branding really is and what branding is in its entirety. So basically, in today's episode, or in my message today, I wanted to speak on the components and science behind branding, and I wanted to simplify it so you can really, take some notes and really walk away with something. Because if you do a little towards each component of branding, you still have a complete brand management package. You're still really being thorough with your brand management. So that's why I want to help you. I wanted to get you guys to know what brand management is, how to break it down, and how to really execute on each part of it, so you won't be missing any areas, and you can have that well-rounded brand, that recognizable feel-good feeling when they think about your brand, or when they see your brand. You want to be influential, you want to be recognizable, you want to have positivity, you want nothing but good things associated with your brand. And to make that happen, you have to understand really what branding is. All right, so I'm about to break it down, and let me start by saying there are three components to branding. There are three main components to branding, and mind you, I understood this, but I didn't break it down this way until I learned it this way. And really, the person that really broke down the science of branding to me is Sasha Strauss. His name is Sasha Strauss. So look him up, man. I think he's a branding guru, a branding god. I met the man one time. I sat in a workshop one time, but I know he's great at what he does, because he didn't only confirm a lot of things that I was already doing, but he broke it down and helped me take it to the next level. And I appreciate him for that. He doesn't even know who I am. It was years ago when I was invited, and it was actually an incredible moment, because I was invited by a former business partner of mine, and she was part of this mastermind. She worked for this mastermind and invited me to a mastermind workshop, and that's why I understood the value of these masterminds. I didn't even know what they were. But these entrepreneur networks are very valuable. So that's another tip. I digress, it's aside from everything else, but join a mastermind. Join some type of group where you guys help and network and assist each other in succeeding. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, tap into each other's resources. That's the most greatest thing about a mastermind or a strong business network like that. Anyway, like I said, I digress. I want to break down branding for you, and basically branding is broken down into 3 parts. Proper brand management is broken down into 3 parts. The first part of proper brand management is advertising. Now, what is advertising? Basically, advertising is the act of introducing your brand to someone for the first time. You know, advertising is like a commercial, a flyer, a business card, a sign, a billboard, any type of ad you run on social media. So advertising basically introduces your brand for the first time. You know, and you want to have some advertising. Whatever your business is, you want to advertise. You want to introduce your brand to more and more customers as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? So practice advertising. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get into too much detail about each one, but I do want to break each one down because I want to make this a quick episode for you. But advertising is the act of introducing your brand for the first time, and advertising is commercials, flyers, business cards, signs. The flyers can be digital or print. You know what I'm saying? So put some focus in your advertising. And if you don't know how to work Photoshop, if you don't know how to work Adobe Premiere, Fiverr, Fiverr.com is a great place to get some advertising assistance. It's actually a great place to get affordable assistance in any component of your business. If you need somebody to create an ad for you, if you need somebody to create an audio commercial for you, if you need somebody to create a flyer for you, Fiverr can do it. There's somebody on Fiverr that can do it for damn near $5. So so definitely work on advertising, include advertising in your brand management, and you'll go a long way. The second part, or the second component of brand management, is marketing. Now, some people confuse advertising and marketing, but they're very different. I'm going to tell you why. Hold on, let me take a sip. Mouth is getting dry. Stay hydrated, y'all. But anyway, marketing is very different from advertising. Advertising is primarily introducing your brand, your product, whatever your offerings are, your services to your market for the first time. Marketing is maintaining a relationship with your market, or maintaining a relationship with the customers you already have. Marketing is finding out more about your customers. Marketing is engagement. Marketing is deep. You know what I'm saying? Marketing is way deeper than advertising. You know, advertising, of course, is a science, and of course you can make it as big and as elaborate and as comprehensive as you want in your advertising campaigns. But marketing has so many components to it, because there's so many ways to maintain and nurture and grow your relationships with your market and your customers. So let's cover a couple points within marketing, and so you can get a better idea of what it is. Marketing is websites. You know what I'm saying? Because websites isn't advertising. You know, websites, people don't go to your website to find out what you do for the first time, because they won't even find your website. You know, if they don't know about your business, they're not going to find your website. They're not going to know your website. That's why you don't just build websites and hope people come. No. They're not going to find your website. So websites is part of marketing. Websites are for people that know about your business and want to get to know more about your business, want to see more products, want to know more about you, wanting to contact you and engage with you. That's why websites are a part of marketing. So definitely a website is something that's essential to marketing. So whatever business you have, whatever you do, whatever service or product, I would suggest you create a website. Also, what else is a part of marketing? Surveys, focus groups. You know, surveys and focus groups are great ways to get information from the market. It's very direct. You're gathering people together what is a survey? A survey is like basically a form. It can be an electronic form, it can be a physical form, and you're basically getting information from your market. Do you like the blue one or the red one better? Do you like it smelling like this or smelling like that? You know what I'm saying? Do you want it to do this? Do you want it to do that? You know, and printing out 100 of these surveys, or sharing a link to a survey to 100 people and getting 100 people to feedback. Now you know, like 30%. If 30 people said I like the blue one more than the red one, you know 30% of your customers are into the blue one, but the other 70 are into the red one. Basically, it's a great way to fine tune your product, making your product better, making your sales experience better, making it easier for people to purchase from you, and making them to want to buy from you even more. So marketing, it encompasses so much. It's websites, it's surveys, it's focus groups, it's cross marketing. You know, it's endorsements. You know, if you want somebody to endorse your product, that's marketing. Because you're already creating relationships with your market. You're creating relationships with their market. Because when you have somebody endorse your product, you're not just showing your market to people. You're collaborating with their market. You're sharing their market. You're borrowing their market. Like when Nike has, or somebody, let's say, wants Simone Biles to represent Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Wheaties wants Simone Biles to represent Wheaties. They're cross-marketing. They don't just want to show their market that they work with an athletic great, Simone Biles, because Simone is athletic and she's very much part of the, Wheaties brand culture. You know, Wheaties is all about athleticism and health and all that other good stuff, and Simone Biles is that. So they represent their brand, but they're also tapping into Simone's market. So if you like Simone and you're a big fan of Simone and you see on the Wheaties box, you might buy Wheaties. You might not give a damn about Wheaties otherwise, but because Simone, who you like, who you're a fan of, is on that box, now you'll buy Wheaties. So cross-marketing is basically endorsements. You know what I'm saying? And it can work a bunch of different ways. It doesn't have to be just endorsements. You know, it could be between two brands. You know, you can cross-market. Honda can do a deal with Burger King. You know, that's cross-marketing, which is also a component of marketing. You know, they can have a deal where you see it a lot of times when movies do cross-marketing with McDonald's. You'll find like Transformers in their or Trolls or something in their Happy Meals. You know what I'm saying? So they're promoting the movie. So the movie promotes McDonald's, and McDonald's is promoting the movie, and you know what I'm saying? So they go hand in hand. So that's marketing. Marketing is creating relationships and nurturing relationships and growing the relationship with you and your market and potential customers and the customers you already have. It's also trying to keep the customers you already have. It's reaching out to them. It's providing feedback. It's keeping them in your mailing list. It's letting them know what you guys got going on. It's newsletters. It's keeping them informed. It's what else is marketing? Registering your product, having people able to register their product with you. Once they buy the product, they register their product, man, and keeping that ongoing relationship. That's marketing. All that is marketing. So, like I said, marketing is it's almost limitless of what can be encompassed in marketing. Marketing is only limited by creativity. So that's where, like, a lot of people have fun with the marketing. That's why it's sometimes more fun than advertising, because it's so engaging. Marketing is when you engage with your market, when you engage with your customers, when you engage with your audience. That's marketing. So now you have advertising, which is introducing your product or your business to your customers for the first time. People don't have no idea what you are. They drive down the street and they see a billboard that says Annie's Cupcakes, like, ooh, Annie has cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? That's advertising. Marketing is, okay, we have a website for Annie's Cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? You want to know more about Annie's Cupcakes, man? Log into the website, register, join our mailing list and all that. That's marketing. That's a part of it, Now, the third component of proper brand management is public relations. Public relations. Now, what is public relations? Basically, it's a third-party perspective of your brand. Basically, it's what people think of your brand that aren't your customers, aren't your suppliers, aren't anybody that has to deal with you directly, but basically what they think of your brand. Basically, public relations is management or maintenance of your public image. which is a huge part of branding. You know what I'm saying? Public image is basically what people think of your brand. You know, and if you don't care what people that don't purchase from you think about you, you're missing a huge component of success in branding. You know, if you say, "Oh, they're not spending money with me," who cares what they think, man? You're missing the point. You know what I'm saying? You're messing up. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're doing business with Mr. Smith over here, and Mr. Jones isn't doing business with you, you want Mr. Jones to look at your business with Mr. Smith as a positive transaction. Because Mr. Jones, he might never be a customer, but he might tell somebody, you know what? That business over there, they do good business. They good people. You know what I'm saying? They care. They whatever that is. And basically, that's what it is. It's your public image. It's what people that don't need your product, don't want your product, that aren't customers, it's what they think of your business. It's what the public thinks of your business. It's the public image. So how do we engage in that? How do we manipulate that? How do we build our public image? And some components of that is community engagement. How much does your business, your brand, your product engage the community? And some people are wondering, well, how do I engage the community as a business? It's easy, man. It's so easy. Sponsoring. You wonder why these little softball teams that nobody cares about in these small neighborhoods have sponsors? You wonder why? You wonder how Timmy's Hardware, they're sponsored by Annie's Cupcakes. You know, they're sponsored by the local gas station. You know what I'm saying? These little teams are sponsored as a form of public relations. These are the businesses that give to these little teams. These small teams are trying to show the community, those that are in the neighborhood that they do business in, that they care. That they care. That's why people sponsor these local high schools. So if you have a business and you want some positive PR and you want to engage in public relationships or create positive public relations, you want to engage the community. You want to consider sponsoring a team. You know, we do. I have a clothing company. You know what I'm saying? And one way we engage in community engagement, or one way we perform what you call public relations, is by sponsoring teams. We do shirts for a lot of clubs. We do shirts for teams. If you got a group and you guys need to be uniformed and you're going out there volunteering, whatever, we'll do some shirts for you. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to create that positive public image, and that's what public relations are. Another way is charity, donating. We donated 50 shirts. We donated 100 masks. We donated more than that, but that's an example. Those are things that we do to create positive public relations, to create a positive public image, and that's what public relations are. It's called PR. How many of you heard of PR? That's what it is. It's basically showing people who aren't customers that you're a good person, that you're a good business, that you're a good guy, that you're a good woman, that you know what I'm saying, that you guys are nice and family oriented, whatever that public image you want to create. Because sometimes you want to create the public image that you're the bad guy, you're a bad boy, we're rebels, we're revolutionary, and that's the brand that you want to create. So you gotta really define what it is you want to be in the minds of others and promote that. You know what I'm saying? But a great way to create positive public image is engaging the community, sponsoring, donating, and there's another one. Basically, it's also you want to what's another tool? Press releases. Press releases, because public relations is also what other people write about your business. So it has a lot to do with media. You know what I'm saying? Like reviews. That's PR. How another company reviews your business. You know what I'm saying? How a third party sees your business. When a third party writes on, when you have an event, we have a launch. You don't just have a launch and invite your customers. You have a launch, you invite your customers, but you also invite the media. You invite your local newspaper. You invite your local bloggers. You invite your local podcasters. or those in the industry you're trying to be in, as well as your local ones, because you always want to keep people around your business loving you. I don't care if your business is online, international, whatever, man. You want people in whatever neighborhood you physically stay in to favor your business, to support your business. You want to have that community background and that community backing you, and that's public relations. All right, so remember, there's 3 components to proper brand management. It's advertising, marketing, and public relations. All right, I'm gonna leave you with that because I already went over my time, but I love y'all. I hope that helps. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what to tackle when you're trying to address brand management of your own brand and business. Because if you think of those 3 things and you can categorize everything you want to do into one of those components, and you're complete, and you got all those boxes, those 3 boxes checked, man, you have a solid foundation. You have a great start towards a successful business and a successful branding of your business. All right? Anyway, I love y'all. Man, check me out, lifeofaboss.net. Check out my podcast, Life of a Boss, the podcast. And yeah, remember, success is a lifestyle. Peace.